Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be super fun. It's going to be chit chat and makeup, the ones we really love. I personally enjoy watching my favorite YouTubers just talk and do makeup. That's my favorite kind of video. Yeah, in today's video, we're going to do some girl talk where we speak about hygiene, life, boys, relationship, all of it. I think it's been a while since we caught up together. I think it's time. Okay, so I don't even know what look I'm going to go for today. I'm just going to be answering your questions and we're just going to indulge in some really cool conversation. Please grab your coffee, hot chocolate, food, wherever you are, and make sure you have a lot of time on your hands when you're watching this because it's going to be a long one. It's going to be a chit-chatty one. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the video. You guys, I scrubbed my face today. Okay, I was feeling a little gritty, so I thought I'll just like scrub and then I'm just going to moisturize now and just begin answering your questions. All right, let's go. I'm using the Face Shop Collagen Pomegranate Cream. Now, I have been into skincare lately. You guys know that. If you're following me on Instagram, you know that I have been going ham on learning about skincare, about skin, everything, okay? And what I realized is that everybody has like their own personal journey with skincare. It's never really like black or white. It's not like yes, right or wrong. There are some things that are right, but I feel like you just find your rhythm with skincare. You just, find your products at the end of the day. And there are things that people are okay with and some people are not okay with. So I'm just trying to find that rhythm. What I realized is that I'm okay with a little bit of fragrance in my products. Okay, this definitely has some sort of fragrance. I know for sure. I can't read the ingredients because it's in Korean. But I know this has some fragrance because it smells so strong. But I'm okay with that. Like it does, as long as a product doesn't like give your skin a reaction and things like that, I think a little bit of fragrance is fine. A little bit. I'm not like for very strong fragrances. I've just been loving this cream. My skin has gotten used to this volume lifting cream from the Face Shop, and I think that's why I've adapted to this cream. Look at that. Like it is plump and juicy and moisturizing, and that's why I like, and I ignore the fragrance bit of this, but once in a while it's okay. All right, so now I'm going to apply some sunscreen. I think this is possibly the first time I'm applying sunscreen on my channel. It's not needed because I'm in a very closed space with no sunlight coming through, but why not? Why not? Okay, I've been trying so many sunscreens for you guys. I have literally ordered for 5 top sunscreens that I think I'm gonna use, and I'm trying them every day. One every day I'm putting to the test. I'm seeing my first impressions, what I gravitate towards, and then I'm gonna make like a full-blown skincare / sunscreen video for you guys. But for now, I've been liking the Minimalist SPF 50 sunscreen with niacinamide, vitamin B5, and vitamin F, broad spectrum, all skin types. Okay, this is really nice actually. I enjoyed this one. This doesn't have like a white cast. Initially it does, but then it goes away. Oops, a lot came out, but that's okay. That's never a problem with sunscreen, I've learned. So 2 fingers. I never thought I'd do this, but I'm here, guys. I'm here. I'm growing up. I mean, I'm going to talk to you about skincare in a whole other video. Wow, look at this. But it disappears, I personally don't have a problem with white cast. I don't. It just goes away in a bit. I like the fact that it's very dewy. So good. See? It's good. It just lasts for a few seconds and then the white cast totally disappears, which I think is so good. I was just about to say definitely check this out, but wait for my review. Wait for my review. Alright, I look glowy as F. This is too good. I'm gonna give that a minute to like settle and we'll answer some questions. Okay, question number 1. Are you still on a break from your birth control pills or you got back on them? Super personal, so quick. But that's what this video is about. It's about personal girl talk. I am off my birth control pills. I was just on it for, I would like to say 8 months. 8 to 9 months is when I was on birth control. That was last year. I started in, I think, September end, and we're already nearing September. And it was a good journey. Like, I'll tell you, it was great for me. I absolutely loved using birth control because it was a good quality birth control and it was prescribed by my gynac and all of that. I was like not just taking it off the counter. I was literally consulting with my gynac and just like, taking the birth control. So I tried to understand some side effects from her, and I wanted to be prepared mentally when I started birth control because I'd never taken birth control ever, right? I just wanted to look for different kinds of contraception. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I've always been inquisitive about birth control. I've seen a lot of people use it, a lot of YouTubers talk about it, but I never really knew what it was. And I was like, you know what, let me give this a shot. And So I did. And can I tell you, initially it was very difficult because my body was getting used to something foreign going in every single day, right? You have to take the pill every single day and just like, I think, skip your periods or something like that. It's so far gone now. Don't listen to me, speak to your gynac. But you have to take it every single day. And it was, I think when I initially began, my libido was reduced. I feel I was facing a lot of like hormonal, like mood swings. I don't know how to explain it. Like it was different mood swings. I was not very like, I was not feeling desirable, if that makes any sense. I was not feeling very desirable. I was not feeling like getting intimate. I was just like not feeling like myself. So I'm a very passionate person by nature, you know, and I just did not feel like very sexually passionate, or like I was just not driven anymore to do anything in the beginning. Later on, when my body got used to it, and my gynac told me clearly, Maj, you need to give your body time to adjust to this because it's something new. So I was prepared for that, but it was a significant shift from my like personality in terms of energy wise as well. But after a few months, I got used to it and everything became okay, and it was pretty smooth, to be honest. Like I used to remember to take it and it was very smooth. There was no pregnancy scare. I used to not get like terrified initially. I did, but later on, when you just believe that this is a contraceptive and you're not going to get pregnant, it was fine. And it was fun while it lasted, but then I just stopped. I wanted to take a break because I feel like I felt a shift in my energy towards the end, say like 7-8 month. In the beginning, it was difficult. In the middle, it was great. And again, in the end, it was difficult. And I was like, you know what? I want to take a break. Let's see where this goes. I'm feeling a drop in energy. I got my blood test done at that point to see why my energy is so low. Things like that. And I went off contraceptives. She's like, you know what, take a break. It's very good to take a break sometimes and get back on it. Let's see where you're at. So you need to give yourself some time to adjust to these things. I think your body needs time for that, you know. Yes, I'm not, that's the question. I'm not on pills anymore. I'm not taking them because I feel like I noticed a significant shift in my weight gain as well. And I cannot tell if that's birth control or if that was my trip to the US, because I feel like when I went to I stopped it right before I went to America for 2 months and I ate all sorts of crap. I'll be honest, no workout, so much carbs, it was ridiculous. Like I had no protein because I'm vegetarian and I don't eat paneer and I don't eat tofu. I don't eat a lot of things in the veg category, and it becomes very difficult for me to then survive outside without ghar ka khana. I have to eat like salads, I have to eat like a lot of bread, so lots of pasta and pizza. So it could be that, no workout plus the stopping of the birth control. So I can't really put my finger on what caused the weight gain, but energy wise, I felt a significant shift. I felt like my sexual drive came back. I started feeling myself again, and it changed, you know. So would I ever go back on it? Sure. Like I don't mind going back on it, but I choose not to. I feel like we can find some other method of contraceptives. So yeah, that is my journey with them. All right, let's get to makeup now that my sunscreen. Look at my face, girl. Look at my face. Are you kidding me? I can just put some blush and be good to go. I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I'm 220 natural beige. I was 230, but now I'm 220. It's a more neutral shade, neutral undertone. So what I've been doing, you guys, is I've been putting like foundation, one pump, and I've been taking the MAC strobe cream or any sort of illuminator that you have, and you want to put that on top of the foundation. This is just to thin the foundation out if you have a thick foundation. Not like Maybelline Fit Me is a thick foundation, but if you want a skin tint effect, you don't want that heavy cakiness, do this trick. Just dilute the foundation in some sort of strobe cream and it becomes a very light skin tint vibe. That's what I've been doing, and it's really great for office, for college, if you don't want to wear foundation, but you want coverage for the cute boys and girls. Gosh, dude, I miss college sometimes. I'm like, gosh, main wapas ja sakti. I would have been like different. Okay, cool. Let's see. I forgot to put primer, so let me do that really quick. I'm going to go ahead and put the Professional by Benefit. It's the light primer. You guys know these steps, yeah. That's why I just like eliminate. I miss my nails so much because I'm so used to having long nails. I just, you know, and my nails are not that bad actually. Like considering I never take a break, my nails are not that bad. So I will get back on them very soon because I'm a nails girl. I'm just going to take my beauty sponge. It's a little damp and I'm just going to press this in. Next question. While I blend my foundation, it's if you were single today, love you and Akhil together by the way, would you try dating apps? Good question. It's funny because Akhil asks me these questions too. It's so funny, dude. He's like, Mars, if you were single today, like, what would you look for in a guy? Like, all these funny things he keeps asking, and it's really cute. But I would not. Like, I would give it a shot, but I don't think I would consider dating apps as my primary source of meeting a man or like my partner. Okay, hold. Look at this. Look at this. It is like so pretty, right? That's all you need for collage. Moisturizer, sunscreen, and a skin tint. Diluted. But I want a little more coverage, so what I'm gonna do is just around my nose now, I'm just gonna do that just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. Because I'm doing a reel of before and after, so I want a little bit of coverage. Okay, cool. I don't think that would be my primary way of looking for a guy. I don't think I'm a very modern girl in terms of meeting someone online and all. I really don't think. I think in today's time, I love meeting like friends or like doing things I love. And I think that's one of the ways you could meet a partner. You know, a lot of you were also asking me, Miles, how to meet a partner. I feel a little lonely. I feel I've been single for too long. And I feel my girls, like, try and find something you love, like an outdoor activity or like anything really, you know, try going out with your girlies sometimes. You will 100% find a friend's friend or someone you bump into at the bar or something. Someone's cousin has flown down and you have met him. I think that's the best way to find someone because firstly, they will be vetted. Either they're someone's friend and they may be a good person because they're friends, someone's relative. It's always a good way to find like a connection through your existing network because then they are like guaranteed a good person. Almost. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the best way and I would do the same. I would literally not just go to a bar just like hanging out and try to find someone to then find me. You know, I don't think that's a very organic way for me to find someone. I need that person to be interesting, make me laugh, very attractive. I'm just like, I need my partner to be very attractive. I'm so glad Akhil is so hot. But yeah, if I was single, I would definitely use my network to meet boys. Okay, I'm using the Rare Beauty concealer. This is in 270N. I haven't used this, so I'm using this now. It's been a while. I've forgotten about my makeup that I got internationally. I'm such a sucker for my usual makeup that I use now. Next question. Is it okay to not have a lot of friends? Absolutely. What? Now, what is a lot? Like, what does a lot mean? Because my definition of a lot and yours could be very, very different. Okay, I put a lot of this concealer by mistake, but I think it's definitely okay to not have a lot of friends in your prime teenage years. I don't think that's very important. It's just a lot of like showbazi, dude. When you're a teen or when you're a growing individual in your 20s, you just want to be social and be popular and be known to have a lot of friends. But I don't think that's important. I think when you grow up, you realize that you need that like 4, 5, just that gang that's gonna like back you up, chill with you anytime you want, be there when you really need them. And I think that is the most important thing. And I have been that person. I have been that person who's had a large gang, and I've been that person who's had just like 3 friends. And I prefer the smaller gang. I think it's so much cooler. It's so much like, you guys are like sathis forever. Sathi. So sathi sounds so weird. But you guys know. I think intimate relationships are so much better than having like tons of acquaintances, people who know you every single. They're not going to show up for you when you need them, are they? Just think of it like that. Close your eyes and think like, who's going to be there for me when I need them, and vice versa. At like just a phone call. You know, those are the kind of friends you want to build. That's the kind of network and like friendships you want to have growing up into adulthood. It's very important to have a solid group of girlfriends, a solid group of friends who can just like be there for you. It's okay. I'm using NARS Medium 1 Custard as well as my second concealer. Just gonna use a tiny bit, okay? Not much, just to brighten this inner section. Okay, so I'm not gonna set my concealer right now. I'm gonna just wait a bit. Okay, we'll just like move on to cream products first. On a side note, what do you guys think of all the Bollywood movies coming out, yeah? They're just not exciting me at all. Like, I'm just not excited for any Bollywood movie. I'm like,
Maja nahi aa raha hai.
I don't know. There's no movie that like I want to see. Maybe Brahmastra. Brahmastra. Yeah, that is one I want to see, but I'm not like dying to see it. Am I? I am. I want to see their chemistry. Alia and Ranbir. I'm a Bollywood person that way. I'm just like, huh, kaise online ho? Like online, I'm saying, how would they look on screen, bro? So freaking cute. They both are. It's almost ridiculous that they're that cute. Yeah, I haven't shipped a couple in a long time. Okay, I'm gonna use the Rufa Beauty Micro Brow Pencil in dark brown. It's been a while since I used Rufa brow pencil, so I think I'm gonna do that. I enjoy this brow pencil, it's really nice. Guys, I'm gonna do my brows off camera and then we're gonna continue talking. Okay, I'm gonna use the 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. Alright, next question. I haven't set my concealer because I want to do a lot of cream stuff, okay? So I'm gonna start with eyes. And let me just talk to you about this palette, you guys. Like, I have been really digging these Nykaa quads. Like, how cute are these? Like, they're super cute. I wanna, like, let me see the price of this and tell you if it's worth it. But it's worth it, whatever it is. It's just so cute. They have like rose, they have all different kinds of like undertones and moods, you know, and I think it's so cool for travel. It is like amazing. This is like if I had to create palettes, I would create something like this and not like a big ass eyeshadow palette in the beginning, because this is so cute. And you genuinely need only these many shadows, to be honest, 5 at the max. Oh my God, these are for 349 rupees. Aankh band karke le lo. Aankh band karke.
Okay.
It's so cool. Like, I freaking love these palettes and I recommend this to you. It's been a while since I loved a drugstore or affordable eyeshadow palette, and these are great. I know what I'm using already. I want to do a very coppery, smoky eye. You know, I got like inspiration from someone I watched yesterday, and I want to do a very, very smoky liner. It's been a while. So I'm using the shade Eye Color Palette 1. It's called Night Out, and beautiful color. It's like slightly cool tone brown, one warm brown, black, and a copper. Exactly what I need. Okay, so I'm going to start with this color right here in my crease. And let's move ahead with questions. Are you daring enough to have a solo trip? P.S. I love your daily talk on Insta. Thank you guys. If you aren't following me on Instagram, please do. I'll leave my Instagram ID right here. But yeah, it's a lot of fun on Instagram, you guys. We talk a lot. Just by the way, YouTube fam. Yes, am I daring enough to do a solo trip? You know what? I don't think so. And I think I did like a mini solo travel. So Akhil was already, OGs know this, Akhil was already in, I want to say Europe, in some part of Europe. And I had to just go there by myself. I had to switch flights and go there. And I had to travel alone for hours. And I had never done that really. I'd always traveled with family or with Akhil or someone or the other, okay? I was so nervous taking that flight. I was so nervous, but it's not that bad. You just have to like follow instructions, ask questions if you don't know where to go, and just you'll get to your destination eventually. So I did that, and it was not bad. I had nervous energies, but it was good. Am I daring enough to do the solo trip? I don't think I'm interested in it. You know, it's not about daring. I think एक बार मैं कर भी लूंगी, लेकिन I don't know, मजा आएगा for sure because I love my own company. मुझे करना नहीं है. It's just weird. Akhil is like, Mals, you need to take a solo trip. He's just like, you've got to take a solo trip. When are you doing a solo trip? Because he's done multiple. I don't know, guys. I don't think I want to. I love and enjoy a friend's company, or whether it's a girlfriend, my mom. I just love a travel partner, and that's just what it is. I think a solo trip will definitely open my eyes out to a lot of things on basically how to navigate. I'm very, very bad at navigating. Like, once I touch down, where do I find a taxi? Then how do I get, like, when I get to the place, how do I find a good food spot? Akhil does all of this, and I'm really bad at it, but that's because he's so exposed to traveling as a teenager. I just wasn't. I just was very, very sheltered and protected as a child, so I never really got to experience that solo tripping vibe, even if it's in India, to be honest. मैं गोवा भी चली जाऊँ, but I will not go further than that. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with this copper shimmer shadow, and then we're gonna build on the matte eventually. It's so beautiful, yeah. It's such a beautiful palette. Okay, I'm gonna start creating like an eyeliner effect by taking the dark brown and the black and eventually creating a smoky eye. Alright, how do you and Akhil keep things interesting even after many years of relationship? Very good question. That black is so pigmented. Oh my gosh. To be honest, we've not had a difficult time connecting with each other physically. Like, I'll be honest with you, it's not been a struggle so far. You know, there's moments of, yeah, like, there's more, definitely. We've been together like 10 plus years. So there are moments of like, okay, we'll chill out, you know, we don't have to always be physical, la 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 la. So we get comfortable with each other. There's a familiar territory, you know that, you know, this person's familiar and stuff like that. So obviously it's not like the first time you ever felt excited, and it's not that. It's, you have to work at your intimacy, you have to work at keeping the relationship interesting, whether it's physical or whether it's even like conversation wise. Like 10 साल के बाद क्या ही बात करोगे? And I've just been married to him 2 years. I have like जिंदगी भर with him, hopefully. You know, and how do you keep it alive? Because he's the only man I've ever been with and I ever known. So it's kind of like I've just like been intimate with and like spoken to just one guy my entire life, like very closely, and shared my life with just one guy. So yeah, you keep it interesting by just like maintaining your own life. I think it's very important to have your own life, your own friends, your own hobbies, things that you enjoy to do by yourself, because it gets really, really boring if you're just talking about one person's life, right? You're just like missing out on so many things. For example, if I just stayed home and I never went out, didn't have a lot of friends, and you know, Akhil went out and had friends and traveled, and it would be a very imbalanced relationship. And I think that would be, it wouldn't work out. It wouldn't work out. So I think it's very important to keep yourself busy, to have something that you can talk to when he comes back. Try to teach him something new. Try meeting different people and having conversations about it, making new friends. So I think we've done that over the past years. I think both of us have had individual lives, so to say. Those always come back and merged. His friends have eventually become mine and mine have become his. Yeah, I think that's the only way. Just having your own life and having just like things that you care about a lot. And I hope you have a career of your own. I think it keeps things really exciting. You know, it keeps you motivated. It just, you wake up to something apart from your relationship. You have other things to think about, whether it's your child, whether it's your friends, whether it's your life, your family. You need to have some sort of a purpose, some sort of reason of why you wake up in the morning. Then you come together and then you have a great time together. Taking trips is one thing that has kept us really alive as a couple, because luckily we both love traveling, and that is something that has just, like, we love it, okay? And we just discover so much about each other during travel. We get closer during travel. I feel like we're still learning a lot about each other. Is that funny? Like, you think like we'd know everything about each other, but it's just not. Have conversations. That way you can keep it interesting too. Have lots of conversations. There's so many things people just put under the rug for a long time, just because they're in a good phase of their relationship and they're like, let's not ruin the mood, let's not talk about it now. A lot of people in long distance relationship don't talk about important stuff for years to come, because they're like, I'm just FaceTiming him for 10 minutes, why should I ruin his mood? Talk it out. Talk it out. This long distance is going to help you build trust and intimacy and friendship when you do come back and live together. So please communicate with your partner about every desire, every fantasy, every goal you have in life. I think it's very important for them to know where you are at and where you want to be in the next 10 years. What is your life going to look like? They need to be on the same page, or either know and be prepared. So yeah, I think having conversations is gonna just keep your relationship so alive. I feel like if Akhil and I didn't speak, I think we'd be just like, I don't know. It would be stale. You know, it would be like one of those things where, okay, fine, like what now? What next? You know, because there's only so much you can talk about in your career. You know, there's only so many things. So yeah, I spoke a lot, but find hobbies, make your physical relationship interesting, find different ways to take each other out, go on dates, continue movie nights. Just have your moments, guys, because I think it's a long life, hopefully, and you want to be excited till the end of it, or try to be excited. So yeah, we're fun, we're attracted to each other, we're so attracted to each other. I think that sort of saves your relationship a lot, at least for me, because that's something, everybody has priorities on what they look for in a partner. And I think for me, he's a very attractive man. That helps, girl. That helps, I'm telling you. And also he makes me laugh a lot. Like he cracks me up and I crack him up a lot. We are very funny that way. We have our inside jokes, and every time I laugh, I'm just like, oh my god, this is like the best thing ever. So all of that. Is my stomach making noises? I'm sorry, you guys, if like my stomach is making noises. I'm not hungry, I just ate lunch. But next question. What is the one risk you took in life that you are most proud of? Many, but I think one of it would be to just go for my YouTube career. I think that was the biggest risk I took at the time when I needed to have a real job that paid me consistently. I feel like that was a risk for my entire family, dude. It was not even funny. It was not something like I could just think like, acha, YouTube karte hain. I just took that risk. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna try to make this work. I know that I will be good at makeup. I don't know. I just had this confidence that I know makeup and I'm going to like do something in this industry. I just needed time. And I felt like that was a huge risk because we needed money. Like all of you know, I needed to pay the rent and we needed to do so many things. We needed to eat. And uske liye paisa nahi tha, but I was so confident that I would make it, man. This is like something I love. I used to wake up every day and look forward to filming a tutorial for you guys. I was hungry to learn about makeup, as I still am. I'm obsessed with learning about skincare, makeup. I'm like constantly consuming content, right? To teach y'all, not just for entertainment purposes. And that was the risk I took, man. I just like, my family just was so supportive. That's something I have to give my brother and my mom, dude, for just like staying by me and just like believing that I could do this. So that was a risk. The next risk I can think of is started my own company. I think that was another big risk I took where I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna dive in with having no experience, with having no MBA, not having started a company before, nothing. I'm an artist. I just know how to create and ideate and look at products and know that it's a good product. You know what I mean? I'm mostly in the artistic space. I like to enact, I like to mimic people, I like to do dramatic Bollywood scenes, I love to throw dialogues. That's who I am. I love performance, I love camera. So to be thrown into something that is very like at the back end, to be like running a company and to produce a lot of products in a D2C company, which is very difficult, and the kind of volumes that we have to produce, because you guys, I have a big family online and I'm ever so grateful for that family. So it's intimidating, it's scary, it's like so many things you go through when you start a freaking company. There have been moments where I have just been like, what have I done? Like, where am I right now? I don't know if I'm meant to be here. Like, I need to learn so much. There's a lot of doubt. There's doubts, there's low self-esteem, there's insecurities of just my own self. You know, I'm not comparing myself to anyone or any company. I never do that. I'm very proud of everybody all the time. It's just wired in me. I'm just like, how can Mars be better every day? How can Mars be a better CEO? How can she be a better leader to her team? I feel like sometimes I fail because I don't come from experience of running a business. And that's a risk I took. I was like, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's start a company. And being a public figure, it's really hard to make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you're cancelled. You're like called out on. You're reposted by many, many pages that I don't want to mention, but to just live to trash people down. That's just their sole purpose in life, is to just trash people down. So many Reddit pages, which I don't even know what Reddit looks like, but I don't care. That's how much I don't care. But you have to like, it's a lot. It's a lot. You know, it's not like I don't care. I don't care for the trolls, but I do care for you guys. I care how my products turn out for you guys, and the kind of pressure I'm on, the kind of responsibility I have to deliver certain products sometimes will not live up to your standards. I'm being very honest because I'm doing this for the first time. So it will be not the best, but then it's a continuous learning journey. And it's a big risk I took with even my finance. It's a completely bootstrapped company. It's fully heavily invested by me. I've put in so much of my savings into Basic Beauty right now. It's just like all that I've collected for 7 years, I have put a significant chunk into this company. And for that, you have to believe in something a lot for you to put your savings into something that you don't know will work or not. It's a risk. I could have done anything with that money. I could have bought a home. I could have done anything, right? But I chose to believe in the company, chose to believe in myself and my team. So good question. Good question. That's a risk I took, and I'm willing to see it through at some point, just like trying to learn the best I can. Does it hurt the first time you have XD hashtag SEGGS segs? Yeah? Like, yeah? It's very common. Like, you guys are obsessed with sex. How to prevent the underwear smell. Get a very nice rosy jasmine fragrance down there. How to avoid a prickly shave down there. Call it vagina. How do you track your ovulation days? I don't even know. How to stop panties from bleaching out. Lot of intimate area questions.